Reverend Father Ejike Camillus Anthony Mbaka today in his prayers at Umuchibo, Ijinike, Enugu State, Nigeria, remembered Anthony Joshua in his prayers, praying for God's encouragement upon his life, that whatever that happened, that God is aware of it, consoling Anthony Joshua and as well advising him and also praying for him not to retire from his career, that God wants to use him the more in his own career, in his personal career, to make more waves, that the death of his friends will bring more blessings to him and uplift him the more, take him more far where he wants to go. That he prays and he encouraged him not to do what? Not to end up his career stage because of he is broken-hearted. And I want to drop this as a statement. We all know that the weather is not clear as far as Nigeria is concerned. Be you Yoruba, be you Hausa, be you Igbo. Always know that there are enemies around and they will always come to weigh you down, to bring you down, to disfocus you, to take away the grace of God upon your life, to kill the glory and the gift that you have. Assuming that Anthony Joshua did not come back to Nigeria, this couldn't have happened. In a ghastly motor accident, in an auto clash, he lost two of his friends and he was seriously injured. I see too many people dropping some statement that is not needed at the moment where someone's life is at stake. They lost two. He lost two of his bosom friend, being Anthony Joshua. Why did they take Anthony Joshua to London? Why did they fly him to UK for medical treatment? Why did they not keep him in Nigeria, in any hospital in Nigeria? Anthony Joshua, you people are trying to blame for him to be hospitalized in any hospital in Nigeria. He has not been in Nigeria for a very long time. And he's not part of the government of Nigeria. He's doing his own thing, where he's reciting. He's a boxer. He's under sports. Unlike Diego Jota, Diego Jota, this guy that is praying for Liverpool that lost his life in an auto clash with his younger brother. If it is in Nigeria here, you will see people, they will start talking. It's because of bad governance. It's because of bad road. It's because of this and that. We all know that Anthony Joshua was manipulated. He was seriously manipulated. No wonder the Bible said that when we was asleep, the enemy came. That you have traveled far. If you don't believe in God, believe in Juju. If you don't believe in altar of God, believe in altar of Satan, one must go. Because in Igbo language, they say, people that are envious, people that are filled with wickedness, people that their heart is filled with evil, will come after you. That is why the Bible said that when we were asleep, the enemy came. The enemy came. How do Anthony Joshua know that such event or such incident will take place? And he flew two of his friends all the way from where they are residing to Nigeria just for holiday. That he is a world heavy champion in boxing, was World Boxing Federation. And you can see he doesn't have enemies there. He came back to his father's land. His car was involved. That the same road, too many other cars were still passing there. Are you trying to tell me that Anthony Joshua and his friends are not driving where they came back from? Why would that auto clash be here in Nigeria? Can't you see that the enemy is at work? That is why Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka remembered him today in his prayer. So you see that prayer as just a very common prayer. Let me tell you, that prayer will go far. And I can encourage all the bloggers, please, if you know that Anthony Joshua has a page or where to reach him, please tag. Share this video so that it will get to Anthony Joshua. So that he will hear what Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka told him. And that Father Mbaka prayed for him not to retire from his career. that God will wipe away his tears and give him the enablement and the heart to continue in his profession. That was the target. The target was to take away his life, and the target was to stop him totally from being what God wants him to be. And I pray that this message will get to Anthony Joshua, and he will rethink from that advice of the great prophet of God, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, and obey the voice of the servant of God. And it will be well with him. Thank you.